I know. One week he tried to like roll sushi. And afterward, I said, Brandon, have you ever rolled sushi before? No, I just figured it out.
Well, it's just roller, right?
Yeah, he just, how hard could it be?
I know. Well, you watch it on TV, it looks so easy, you know? No, I've tried making sushi at home, and it's like, I gave up, you know?
Made sushi at home.
I've tried.
that.
I mean, it still tasted good, but it didn't have the, you know, it wasn't like nearly as pretty as it should be, you know what I mean?
I think I'm just going to drop it
You know?
down my back. You know, I do this every day. I'm a little better at it. Okay. Mr. Fancy Food Man, you're going to have to tell me what the stuff is. What is that?
Well, that's a cheese, right? Socha Chanere. It's like, I think that's that cheese. I think would be, that's that cheese. Salami picante.
Salami?
Yeah, spicy. That I'm assuming it's kind of cheese, but I don't know what it is. Do you know what that is?
Nope.
What's Beamster?
Beamster. That's a good question. One thing I'm curious about, I'm not sure what this orange stuff is. I guess we should, are we allowed to eat?
Can we eat this now?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
We can?
Yeah.
This is good.
Yeah.
That's delicious.
So you, the chef, is it Ava? Is that how you pronounce it?
Ava.
Yeah, Ava, gotcha.
Yeah.
Are you the chef there?
I am.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
What kind of food do you do?
We do Italian. Yeah.
Beautiful.
It's like rustic Italian. You know, all in-house pasta. Do all the bread there. I have a pizza oven. Wood-fired Neapolitan style.
Awesome.
All the salumi is cured in-house. We actually just opened a second location in the Armature Works. It's a big, you know, Armature Works. Yeah. So we put a stall into that, and we're just doing pizza.
Oh, is that the food hall?
Yeah,
Gotcha,
food hall. Yeah. It's been crazy, like totally nuts. Yeah, really, really busy. Yeah.
And so, I'm sorry, I missed the beginning. You're a chef somewhere?
At Ava. Yeah, here on Howard.
So both of you are actually qualified to do this. I don't know why I'm here.
No, not at all.
Yeah. Actually, like
Just bake it.
in the kitchen, you know, obviously it's my job to dole out criticism and advice, you know, but like on a friendly level, I'm notoriously terrible at it. Like I studied music in college.
Have got some
And every
really,
week we would have
really
our studio class, I played
exciting
viola. We would have
stuff
our
coming
studio class
your
where,
way. You just heard from the
you
two
know,
chefs. Again, it's got to be nerve-wracking. Imagine this. They're heading into that kitchen. They have no idea what is coming in the basket. Hey, Jeff is here. Come on in.
What's going on?
I missed you.
I miss you too. I've been running around like crazy right now, but it's all for a good reason.
And the energy in here is absolutely incredible.
This is the place to be on a Monday night. I mean, every week it has just become louder. It's more boisterous. The energy is just like sky high right now. The bar is packed. The restaurant's already filling up in that theater. I mean, everybody wants to be here. Everybody wants to support Feeding Tampa Bay.
Absolutely. And the chefs, though, they seemed a little bit nervous. I'm not going to lie. I'm talking to them. I'm asking them what they don't want to see show up in the baskets. Andrew said he did not want to see a live gator.
Live gator? Who doesn't love gator tail, though? I would totally go for that right now. But live?
A live one?
I don't know if I could kill it, so maybe I'll give him the benefit of the doubt on that one. He gets a point by default.
Okay. Well, let's go back to what you were just talking about, that we are here, we're having a blast,
Great time.
but it is for a really great reason.
Absolutely. I mean, the mission for Feeding Tampa Bay, to be able to support the 10 counties here in the Tampa Bay area that are food insecure, is that much more of a reason for us all to get behind. I mean, this time of the year in particular means so much to them because mom and dad are working. Mom and dad's income doesn't change, but the kids' schedule does. So those kids that might be dependent on a school program for breakfast and for lunch, it really hits, you know, mom and dad's wallet sometimes. So this is a time to really get behind them. This is a time to really support Feeding Tampa Bay. And you can do it by texting PLATE and the number 74121 to your phone. Text PLATE to 74121. and you could actually win some incredible prizes with a $25 donation. Every dollar counts. Every dollar means something to hit our goal of 750,000 meals that can support their mission.
All right, I thought I heard you mention a few prizes. Now, if you are watching the live stream here on the Identity Tampa Bay all throughout the night, that's where you're going to get those cues to win. Can you tell me a little bit about what those prizes are?
I mean, the community's come full stride. Some great stuff. I mean, who would not want to stay here at the Epicurean Hotel?
I want to stay.
plus, they're going to take care of dinner for you with a gift certificate? I mean, come on now. That's awesome in itself. You got tickets to the Lightning with a jersey. I mean, who wouldn't want to be rocking like a Stamkos jersey? Because, like, that's my dude right there. Steve, if you're watching, I love you, man. Keep playing hardcore for us.
Are you fangirling right now?
I'm totally fangirling right now. I just totally did that. Yeah.
And you're forgetting one prize.
I am.
With yours truly.
I am. This is a great organization that I believe in, and for me personally to get behind, I'm going to do a dinner. Coming to your house for 6 people, 4 courses, so you could win a whole night with Chef Jeff and have some fun in the process.
That sounds like an awesome prize. And, all right, so we're talking about food. Let's get back to the food. Mm-hmm. Break it down for me. What do you think of the matchup tonight? We got Parkshore Grill, we've got the Mill, both St. Pete restaurants that are pretty top-notch. What do you think is going to go down?
St. Pete crossed the bridge. They're over here tonight. They're taking over all of Tampa. I want to see them shine. I mean, they have had such a downtown presence for so long with incredible restaurants that they've got the reputations, they've got the menus, they've got their systems in place. So I want to see that come alive with some really eloquent, elevated dishes, because you're going to find out in a little bit what those secret ingredients are. And let me tell you, round 1, wow.
Really?
I can't give it away yet. My lips are sealed, but wow.
Wait, what about, can you whisper it in my ear? Nothing?
No,
I get nothing?
I can't do it. I can't do it.
I want to know.
I've been sworn, and I got to do it. I got to uphold the end of the bargain that I can't do it.
All right, so on a scale from 1 to 10, how surprised were you when you found out what that secret ingredient was?
This is going to really knock their socks off. I mean, these 2 ingredients, round 1, are going to be just incredible. So stay tuned, watch it in full to see how they are going to elevate these dishes, because if you're not watching, you're not going to know what the ingredients are. And if you don't know what the ingredients are, you're never going to learn how to actually cook with them.
Well, I'm intrigued. You got my interest going. And, you know, that live stream, again, on the Identity Tampa Bay, you can download our app. You can head to Apple TV or Roku, and you're going to be able to watch the stream. It's basically going to be like everyone at home is right here with us.
And that's the place to be right now. I mean, if you can't make it in here, because it is standing room only right now in this bar, it is packed. The seats are taken inside the theater, so the best spot is at the comfort of your home. And you can do that every week by just tuning in.
And let me tell you, Jeff does a really good job of actually getting out into the theater, and you're talking to the guests, you're grabbing tastes of food. I mean, what's one of the most delicious bites that you've actually like sampled and kind of stolen from the people who are sitting here?
I'm not going to lie. I really absolutely loved week 1 with those meatballs. When they took the canned brown bread, they made those turkey meatballs, Noble Crust.
First guy to ever love canned bread, by the way, right here.
I know, who would have thought that? But it's been absolutely incredible. So that citrus bite was really special, but who knows? Tonight could be the night where I get a new dish I love.
I was going to say, who knows what you're going to be tasting tonight? All right, fantastic. You have fun in there.
I'm going to have fun.
We're going to be watching on this live stream on
and
the
again,
Identity.
text plate to 74121 starting now. Get involved, and let's raise some money for Feeding Tampa Bay.
Jeff may be coming over your house if you win the prize.
I'm coming over. But for now, I got to get in the theater. Bye, everybody.
All right, awesome. And I think Tom...
Some energy.
You've got some energy, too.
Well, I hope so. I'm going to try and bring some game here.
All right.
How are we doing?
I'm fantastic. Excited to be here. And I got to ask you, because we don't get a lot of time just to chat.
Yeah.
What is the best bite that you have had so far in that theater?
Well, the scallops last week were pretty spectacular. Last year there was a braised meat. I don't remember which restaurant it was, but it was pretty fantastic. The funny thing about me is I'm not a foodie. Right, so if you ask my wife my favorite food, she'll tell you a bowl of cereal.
Oh, wow.
Which is one of the reasons why I really appreciate the gifts of these chefs. The things they can do with food it's like watching a magician. They're just so incredibly talented when they take these things, and I watch in amazement say, how do you figure out how to do that? Just eludes me.
Wow, fantastic. Yeah, it is really awesome to watch them work. And it's an incredible experience whether you're here, whether you're watching on the live stream at home. And of course, it is all to benefit Feeding Tampa Bay, a really important cause.
Thank you. Yes, it is. And one of the things we love about this.
The main mic is over there. I'm waiting for the other one. You can use this for now. I was waiting for the.
Because they got perfect. Because I always forget where one is.
Check on you. Are you good?
Yes, I'm good. Thank
You have everything you
you.
need?
Yes, I don't know what I need. Alcohol wise, water wise, food wise, I'm great. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I appreciate it.
Test. Works. All right, everybody, and welcome to the hottest ticket in all of Tampa Bay. You are all a part of something very special tonight. We are here at the Epicurean Theater supporting Feeding Tampa Bay for Epic Chef Showdown. Give it up to everybody here tonight. St. Pete has crossed the bridge. St. Pete is bringing it in full stride. Give it up to St. Pete in the house tonight. We have two of some of the best restaurants in all of the Bay Area represented tonight here. It is going to be a wonderful showing of the community, a wonderful showing from our neighbors coming over and saying, we got it. And they're going to bring it tonight on all these incredible dishes. So let's get to know some of these incredible chefs. We're going to start off first with our team here from Parkshore Grill, Chef Luis. There's going to be a quick bio running.
This spot in front of open flames is where sous chef Luis Quesada feels at home.
When I cook sauté, I love to be there, And then when I do grill, I love to cook meat. So I just like I do with my heart. When I was a kid, I always had a dream to be cooking good food like this. I think that, dreams become true.
Luis has been at Parkshore Grill the last 2 years, but with this restaurant group for 8. He's known for his flavor, stemming from his childhood in Veracruz, Mexico.
We can do like Spanish, Italian, Asian, all kind of stuff. I love make soups because I got this from my family. My mom, I remember before dinner, she always makes soup. So you gotta eat soup and then have dinner.
Scallops, crab, tuna, and grouper. Okay, clearly seafood is not a problem for Luis, but it could be for his competition.
To be honest, I love make people happy. Like when the people like the food, like the dishes we do, like the dishes I do, they make me proud. Make me proud, and we have to thinking about like really fast, and then create something, make everything tasty, and then make it beautiful. I think it's perfect. I gotta be calm because I gotta do my best, and when I do for this restaurant, for me, and then for my family. Whatever is calm, Like we say, like the bull, you gotta take it from the horns.
Speaking of horns, no basket ingredient scares off Chef Luis.
our culture, they got some kind of stuff like that, like pig ears, like beef tongues, chicken feet.
Calm down and cook and be confident. That's all you gotta do. I mean, he knows how to do it. Just gotta go there and just be confident and not stress out.
I love what I do. I enjoy what I do. I never get tired to doing this. I think it's a feeling I got, like a passion for cooking.
Evening, Chef Andrew. Andrew, it's so great to have you in the kitchen here tonight. Thank you. Awesome. What are you excited about? What's the ingredient that you're wishing that you might be able to find in this mystery box?
Oh man, ground beef, because I really feel like making a hamburger.
It better be the best hamburger. We've got $5,000 on the line here for one, plus you get the title of Epic Chef. So if that is the case, who knows? But should we get to know you a little bit better? All right, let's go to the videotape.
Looking for 2 scallops and a fritter. How long?
Meet executive chef at the Mill, Andrew Silas.
Anything that you would think that you haven't seen before, we've had it in here at one point and we've worked with it. I don't like to plan anything. I just like to cook with what's around. I have a pretty extensive culinary background and I know what flavors go well together, so I kind of just like to wow people with the unexpected.
With a healthy dose of confidence, he's ready to show out at the Epic Chef Showdown.
So it's like a really healthy rivalry that we all have anyway, and it's just in our nature to kind of think that we're the best. So it's a good opportunity for us all to kind of put our money where our mouth is and really just bring it to the table. It's fun because we actually get to challenge ourselves and we get to push ourselves further, you know. It's not really me competing against other competitors, it's me doing the best I can with these ingredients, and I should be doing that anyway.
Coming up with the daily special is part of what Chef Andrew has to do every single day, and he says having to go through ingredients and coming up with something on the fly, well, that keeps him on his toes for this competition.
I actually get to do the thing I do every day, but with different people, different ingredients in front of an audience. And that to me is fun.
Chef Andrew is ready to cook just about anything. Well, almost anything.
Bone marrow is always fun to work with. It's not something you see a whole lot. We've worked with urchin before. We work with so many different types of ingredients. So there's really not going to be anything that can confound me too much, just because I've already been confounded here and other places. I've already seen like the craziest ingredients. Rice is my weakness, believe it or not. I've never been good at cooking rice. I don't know what it is about me. I think I just can't let it just sit there and cook. I have to always mess with what I have there. Is this a trick? Are you guys gonna put it in my basket?
No tricks, Chef, just some mystery.
It's all just a formula. You want to do the perfect amount of salt, the perfect amount of seasoning, the perfect amount of butter. It's just cooking it right. So cooking it with love.
And these are tonight's competitors. And it would not be a food competition if we did not know what these two contestants were going to be cooking with. Gentlemen, are you ready to see what you're cooking with for round one? Audience participation is a must. So on the count of 3, we're going to work backwards. 3, 2, 1. We're going to make sure that they get that unveil and see what round one's mystery ingredients are going to be. So on my count, 3, 2, 1. Let's see what we got here. Do we know what we're working with, Andrew?
Is this some sort of tofu?
We do have tofu. All right, and what do we got next?
Beef jerky.
Beef jerky and tofu. Andrew, a little bit of a hipster like myself. I'm sure you've had your share of some beef jerky in your life like I have. Are you excited with what you've been given?
I'm always excited about beef jerky.
All right, very cool. I'm liking it already. The confidence is there. Let's go with what we're going to be working with in round 2. Let's pull the banner off of that one here. Let's do the same thing. Should we give them a 3, 2, 1 count again? All right, let's do it. On my count. 3, 2, 1. Show me what's going on here, Chef Luis.
I got rack lamb and chicken sea oysters.
Ooh, we got chicken of the sea. All we got now is like, where's like Jessica Simpson in 2005? All right, so we got rack of lamb. Are you comfortable with rack of lamb?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But are you comfortable with using canned oysters with rack of lamb?
Yes, sir.
All right. I like it. A man of a few words, but he's going to be determined to win it tonight because a lot is riding on this. And let's get the clock started here. And let's give a countdown starting from 5, all right? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's start those clocks. Round 1 is now beginning. We have, again, beef jerky. I mean, let's just take a look at this. Sweet baby raised beef jerky. And the sodium count for 3 pieces is 480 milligrams of sodium. So we're going to have some fun with that. And firm tofu. I mean, this is some incredible dishes. And we wouldn't be able to do this without some of our judges here. Let's give it up for our judges this evening. We have first here Mr. Josh Hernandez, the executive chef from Ava. So good to have you here.
Hi, how's everybody doing?
Beef jerky, tofu. Could you do something with this at Ava?
Yeah, I would preferably I'd have more than a half hour to think about it though.
You need the half hour just to think about it and another 30 minutes just to actually prepare it.
Yeah. Well, you know, we do a lot of charcuterie and I guess beef jerky's kind of, you know, I don't know.
It's tough, I know, but you know what? Cooper Levy Baker has come up all the way from Sarasota. You are the associate editor of Sarasota Magazine. Would this be in any of the pages, these ingredients? Would you guys be writing about it and focusing in on beef jerky and tofu?
Well, beef jerky for sure. I mean, I'm a connoisseur of gas station cuisine, so, you know, I've had my fair share of beef jerky over the years, for sure.
All right, I'm not going to lie. I am a connoisseur as well. I'm going to get in a lot of trouble for this. Hot dogs at a gas station. Raise your hand. Just be honest. Have any of you ever had one? I got 1 honest person, 2 honest, 3. Wow, I was actually surprised. So we're not alone.
The rolling thing.
We're united.
It's the roller thing that makes it tasty, yeah.
It's all the way around. It's all the way around. The wheels are spinning to get you here. We are so happy to have you come out here. Tell us a little bit about Sarasota Magazine.
We're a monthly publication, been around for almost 40 years, and I'm fortunate enough to write about food for them, so very exciting.
Well, we're very excited to have you here this evening, and we're also joined here with Kendall Kirkham. Kendall, it is so good to have you here this evening.
Thank you so much. I'm also a gas station cuisine connoisseur.
We travel in packs, everybody. We go in the buddy system. You always got, thank you, buddy system all the way to my friend in the middle there.
Absolutely. Buddy, that reminds me of the movie Heavyweights. Has anyone seen that movie? Buddy!
We're going to bring out the golf carts in a little bit, and we're going to make sure everyone gets on that track. If anyone got that reference, 10 points on the scoreboard now. Awesome. Well, we're so happy to have you here today. I have one question.
Yes.
As a host of a morning TV show, what's the time frame? When are you getting up in the morning? When do you get started?
Not as early as you would think. I'm not in morning news anymore. When I was in morning news, I'd get up around 2. But now I get up at like 5. It's not that bad. I'm sleeping in now, baby.
That's a sleep-in time now. 5 o'clock is now sleep-in time.
Yes, lots of coffee.
It's lots of coffee. It's lots of coffee, and we're so happy to have you here today. I don't think we've got the coffee yet, but we've got some good libations flowing, good food going to be grilling and sautéing, and we're all here for a great cause at the Epicurean Theater. I'm also joined here with Mr. Kevin Scott, the general manager. Kevin, it is so good to see you. My friend, tell us a little bit about what's going on here.
So week 3, guys, as a plant-based, someone who follows a plant-based diet, I'm super excited about the firm tofu. At the same time, I can't necessarily say I'm in the same pack as the gas station folks over here, but the combination of the two, I thought you were going to say something with pizza, man. Would have been really great. But no, we're here celebrating and bringing awareness to Feeding Tampa Bay. That's our whole goal and mission and whole partnership with Thomas Manson and the team over there. And we couldn't be happier with how this season's taken shape. And really want to thank each and every one of you and our judges and for all of you watching at home for being here with us. We've got this special that Chef Jeff will talk about later called Donate Your Plate. I'm sure some of you heard about it on your way in, but it's really for a great cause, and again for Thomas and the whole Feeding Tampa Bay team. So thank you all for joining us.
And tonight could not be made possible without the support and the leadership from Mr. Thomas Mance. Thomas, come on over here, my friend. Let's give it up for Mr. Thomas Mance. Thank you. Tell us a little bit about what's going on right now.
Well, thank you, and thanks everybody for being here. I'm proud to represent Feeding Tampa Bay as a part of the team. I'd also like to, I'd be remiss if I didn't point out that my boss is in the audience, so if you could say good things about me, that would be most appreciated. But we have 3 board members here, Todd Wickner, who is our board chair, Mark Pitts, who is new to our board from Coca-Cola, and Marie Chinichi Everett with us tonight, so we're very, very pleased to have them in the audience. Yes, thank you. Please applaud. And I think I would start there by saying, and Kevin mentioned this, but great causes need great champions, right? And the Epicurean folks have allowed us to come in here 4 years now, week after week on a Monday night to celebrate the gifts of the chefs and allow us to come into their home, this restaurant, and do this each and every year. And for us, it's been a terrific opportunity to celebrate food with folks who care deeply about putting a meal on a table. And in Feeding Tampa Bay, we do the same thing. It's just a different table. And so what these chefs do day in, day out, what Epicurean does day in and day out, we try and make sure that we do that for the folks in our community who are in need. And that's our simple goal, is to make sure where there's want of a meal, we provide one. I would be remiss if I didn't say a few other thank yous while we're doing this. The Identity folks, the folks from Identity Tampa Bay, Ashley and her team, all of these videos are new this year. It's really fabulous, so we appreciate all their support. Jeff, we appreciate your great support in doing this. It's not an easy task to stand here and entertain you all, and we're very appreciative of you bringing along your gifts. Our judges, I don't envy you all and what you do, but thank you for coming in. And then last but not least, I say this each and every time, I would never want someone to come and watch me at work and judge how I'm doing. I don't think I could stand up to the scrutiny, but these 2 gentlemen that are willing to come in and do this with us and for us deserve a special round of applause and thanks for this. I'd like to also, I think Tyson will probably talk later, but recognize Tyson from Parkshore Grill, who's been with us each of the 4 years for this, and we appreciate it. So all of you, we ask one thing of the folks that come here and attend our supper, which is to take a little piece of us with you. Take a little piece of what you learned tonight and take it with you. Food relief is something that's fixable. It's something that we can change, and so we need friends to help us do that. So to all of our sponsors that have made tonight possible and all of you that are guests tonight, we simply ask that you take a piece of our mission with you, and thank you for being here.
And for you that is home watching this, you can be a part of this by texting PLATE to 74121. A $25 donation will get you into a raffle that has incredible prizes. You can have a one-night stay here at the Epicurean plus dinner by then. I mean, an incredible opportunity for you guys at home to be a part of this. If that's not your thing, the Lightning, tickets, jersey, Stamkos maybe, I don't know, Kucherov, I don't know, but it's going to be yours to be able to enjoy, as well as maybe even having me come by your house. A 4-course dinner, 6 people. Invite your friends, invite your family, invite that, that neighbor that's always poking their head over that you just need to see. That might be that moment to bring them over. We'll have some fun. But text PLATE to 74121. Get involved, be a part of it, and let's make sure that Feeding Tampa Bay is a charity that we can fight food insecurity here in Tampa Bay. Checkup. I'm going to go behind it, and then we're going to do the thing inside. All right, so let's go take a look and see how these contestants, these chefs are doing. We're kind of fiddling over here. Andrew's already playing around with things. Andrew, how's it going so far?
Oh, it's going great so far. I'm just cooking, just getting in there, just starting doing some stuff with some food.
I like it. So we're cooking, we're doing some stuff for food, we're stating the obvious. We're working with that. But what do we got going on over here? I see a little bit of some shallots already cooked up, some brown sugar. What else?
Yeah, so first off, I started by trying to drain all my tofu of any liquids that may be in there, because next start I'm going to marinate it in this, which right now is just a little bit of brown sugar, some ginger, a little bit of shallots and honey, I got some of the mirin in there, some soy sauce. So we got to finish it up with some orange juice and then just let it get all juicy and see where it goes from there.
So you're going to take back some of that moisture, bring it back into the firm tofu, which is a process that actually takes the moisture out. That's what determines the firmness of tofu, is the lack of moisture in it. You're going to bring moisture back into it to soften it, flavor it, and then you're going to go with something that's a little Asian in this?
Yeah, I want it to absorb all these flavors. Yeah, I'm going kind of in the more Asian direction with this. So it's tofu, so it seemed like a no-brainer.
Yeah, but then you got beef jerky. So what are you doing with the beef jerky?
Oh, you'll see.
Oh, we'll see, apparently. All right. Louis, I've seen peppers. The colors are beautiful over here. I mean, we're going to be playing around with some real big flavors over here, it looks like.
Yeah, we're going to do a stir fry.
Nice.
And then I got working some white rice. And then that's right now. That's what we got right now.
I love it. So we're going to go with a nice stir fry. How are you going to bring the beef jerky? Because that's my theme right now is, what do you do with that? I mean, we just kind of snack on beef jerky. We don't really cook with beef jerky. Tofu, you could do a whole lot with, since it's a protein-based item. What are you going to do that's going to be different to elevate it?
We're going to do something with beef and the rice. So make like a little salad with it.
Nice. And you don't have to go crazy with the flavor since there's so much sodium already. So we're going to have some fun over here.
That's it for now.
All right, we're going to have some fun over here. But you know the one thing that I've always wanted to know, and I'm sure you guys watching right now, certainly you guys at home, when I was on MasterChef, I had to do a whole audition process where I got to see and they got to learn me. And they said, let's treat it like MTV Cribs. If you remember that show, you always had to go through the kitchen. You always pulled up the refrigerator to see what was working with. So we know what they've got to do with the mystery box ingredients, but do we really know what they have to work with inside the fridge, though? Let's see what we got here. Do you guys really want to know what's in the fridge? You want to see what's going on in the fridge? All right, let's do this. Let's see what's going on in the fridge here. So they could have cooked with some capers, maybe a nice little briny, some saltiness going on over here. What else did they have? They got cheeses, cheddar, Parmesan, Swiss, blue cheese, nice. They got some chorizo. Luis, we got some chorizo. If you want to bring out the stir fry, add that back in. I don't know. We can have some fun with that. What else do we got here? We got eggs. We got veggie stock. Ooh. You thought about bringing any of the stocks out in any of this?
I already got some stock going.
Ooh, you already got it going. You're already marinating. You got it all set. It's already going. I'm going to go for a bite. I'm not going to lie to you, okay? Can I just dig right in?
Absolutely.
All right, I'm going to give it a nice little toss right from the bottom because I want to get that marinade in there. Ooh, it's sweet. I like that. And the shallots bring a nice sharpness. So that's what they got to work with because, we get really kind of into the sexiness of some of these ingredients here. And I mean, what isn't sexier than beef jerky and tofu? Two ingredients that you've probably never thought of cooking with, but somehow these two chefs are going to show their talents, show their abilities, and absolutely bring it. So I got to ask you, Kendall, now that we get to know what's going on with these ingredients, are you excited? You nervous to try some of these?
I am so nervous for them. I am like on the edge of my seat over here. My heart is beating and I don't know why.
And you've got like the best seat in town right now. I mean, like everything is right here. You're seeing it, you're smelling it, and soon enough you're going to be tasting it. So still nervous after just kind of, getting the rundown?
I've calmed down a little bit because I have 2 glasses of wine.
So that's the key, is 2 glasses of wine will solve all of your needs.
Right. You knew exactly what to get me with here tonight.
All right. See, that's always a good thing. And Josh, I mean, come on now. You're the foodie at heart. You got to be kind of a little nervous, or are you more excited that they're doing something that you and I would have taken 30 minutes just to think of? They're already cooking.
Yeah, I'm glad that I'm on this side of the bar for sure. I would be nervous, but seeing what they're doing and smelling it, I'm actually getting pretty hungry. So
You want to take a taste with me? You want to go try the tofu?
Yeah.
All right, come on, Josh. Let's give it up for Josh. Josh, come on. Come on. All right. Come on over. Let's go for the tofu again, because it was actually really good. I'm not gonna lie. You go for the tofu. I'm gonna take a bite over on the side.
More tofu in my life, probably.
So could I. So could I. I'm totally going for your a little bit of your peppers and onions here. Okay. I'm going for it. I'm going for it. And you know what? I'm actually gonna take a beef jerky as well because I want to taste the whole shebang here. This is where it's all at. This is the money shot. That's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough.
Yeah, it's nice and sweet.
Nice and sweet. Tell me a little bit more about what we got going on.
The shallots pop out immediately. There's nice balance between savoriness and the sweet. It's I think it's gonna be fine.
And I'm still chewing the beef jerky. So I'm still chewing with that beef jerky. And my mom always told me, don't eat with your mouth open. So we're not going to do that right now. However, I am going to introduce someone in this room right now. Todd, I'd love for you to come on up here for a second. We're skipping a little bit around here just because I don't want to be rude and chewing in front of you all right now, people. I'm so sorry for that. Todd, as the board chair, thank you so much for coming out here this evening.
It's my pleasure to be here this evening, and first let me thank all of our sponsors tonight for everything that you do for us for Feeding Tampa Bay. I've been involved with the food bank for 5 years now. I was in food service for 40 years before that, and this time it's a lot better that I'm able to give back to the people that so need it. Rita and I were out at a mobile pantry this past weekend, and we were able to do a mobile pantry where we were able to provide our guests client choice, where they're going through a line and they're able to select the food that they see is best for them. Where we're not just handing food out and they're wondering what is in a box, we're giving them food that they feel the most comfortable with for their families. So it's a pleasure to be here this evening, and thank you very much for being here.
Thank you, Todd. And one of the things that I've learned with hosting this series and being a part of doing some homework and research has been timing and the scheduling of why it's important and sometimes how it plays into the different times of the year. And one of the things that we kind of overlook in the importance of Feeding Tampa Bay is the summertime months. Mom and dad's income doesn't change during the summer. They make what they make. They do the best that they can for their family, and they have decisions that have to be made. Sometimes some really tough decisions. Some of these students are able to be supported with programs with a breakfast and a lunch and have a hot meal. So they get 2 meals a day, and mom and dad only have to rely on that one meal that they have to do. But with the student and their child out of school, that's 3 meals with no change in income and no adequate alternative to good, quality, healthy food that we all are privileged enough to enjoy right now, privileged enough, to enjoy at our homes. And so it's really important to think a little bit about the seasons and why it's important to get behind an organization like Feeding Tampa Bay, because there is food insecurity here in those 10 counties that they serve, and it takes all of us to get behind, all of us to be a part of it, and all of us to be those ambassadors. So tonight and throughout the entire night, think about that. Think about the summer months and what you're eating, and think about what someone else might not be eating. And use that to kind of go to your network out there. If you're watching, you're already part of social media. Continue it. Everybody out in this room here, talk about it. Epic Chef TB is the hashtag for it. Have some fun. Tell us a little bit about those stories, as we can all be a community and we could all do the right thing. We could all support Feeding Tampa Bay. All right, with just a little bit over 11 minutes to go, they are working hard. They're going. They're having some fun. We're also got some of the beef jerky being chopped up. Now, it took me about a minute to chew into the beef jerky. I got the flavors over there with Chef Luis, but you're going to be doing a nice little bit of a mincing here to make sure that it's well incorporated, taking away that tough chewiness, right?
Yeah, I figure this first round is going to be appetizer, so I thought this would be a good opportunity to do like a play on bacon bits. When I was a kid in Alabama, my mom used to get those like cans of those bright red bacon bits that are just disgusting, and I just house like half a can at a time. So.
I know exactly what you mean. I just did that the other day with the bag of bacon bits that you'd get for like hot dogs. We still had some from earlier in the month with 4th of July, and so I know the feeling, my friend.
Yeah, I was like Georgia Animal Steel. I was just going into town, you know.
Well, I'm excited for you to go into town over here. What are we throwing into this skillet here, and is it even hot? We haven't have heat on it for you. I don't even think we got the heat yet.
It's been on for a minute. I'm just waiting for this oil to get hot. I'm going to sear off some curry cauliflower.
So we're really playing around with a lot of Asian flavors right now, but we're keeping it within a theme. So was this kind of what you were prepared for, was going Asian, or was it the ingredients that dictated the direction you were going to go?
It was all the ingredients. I had no idea what I was going to do when I came in here. So
tell me the truth. You were able to really think of this right now on the fly like that?
Yeah.
And that is awesome. I love it. And the colors over here are incredible, Luis. You're having some fun. We've got some of the tofu going. How you feeling right now?
I feel like I'm in like a little hurry.
A little worried right now?
Hurry up.
So it's not like you have to do this many times where it's 30 minutes. Don't worry, no one's watching. No one knows what's going on. Everybody that's out there in TV land has no idea. But are you having fun right now?
Yes, of course.
Awesome, because it looks great. You're having some incredible things going on over here. Is there something I can do to help you?
No, sir. Thank you.
See, that's a skilled man right there. He knows this is my area, my kitchen. Just get out, right?
Okay, perfect.
All right, I'm going to do just that right behind you here. 9 minutes still on the clock, and we're going to have a little bit of fun here. What are you toasting over here, actually?
Just some kale and some chard.
Kale and Swiss chard. Very cool. So you're also playing around with some of the food from Uriah's Farms right now, it looks like. Is anybody here from Uriah's? Come on down. I want to talk to you, my friend. I'm not from Uriah's. I'm representing Uriah's. Well, then you represent them hard, and you represent them heavy, and you represent them with a great dish in front of you. And thanks so much for being here tonight. Deal. I love it. But we do have some incredible local produce that comes from Uriah's. They are a locally group here. You can find them now in several Publixes that are in the area. Definitely down in the Sarasota area, actually, I think, Cooper. So we got to keep you on tune to this. I mean, have you seen Uriah's down in Sarasota yet?
I haven't seen that, no. But
you want to taste some of it?
Yeah, I would love to.
All right, come on over. Let's go taste a little bit of what we were working with over here. This is like an audience participation. We're bringing everybody up on their toes. Right. We're having some fun.
What do we got?
All right, you down for some romaine lettuce right now?
Always.
It's always a good time for some romaine. Let's break a little bit off.
Let's do it. You hear me crunching?
Well, did you see me? It took me a minute at least to eat that beef jerky, so we're going to go easy with you on this one.
That's fantastic. That's so fresh tasting. It's awesome.
And nice pepperiness, too. That's what it should have. It should have a nice little bit of a pepper undertone to it, and Uriah's just nails it because it's fresh farm to table.
Yeah, summertime is such a tough season to grow things in Florida, but that's spectacular.
Exactly, and that's actually one of the things that is a tough time for Feeding Tampa Bay, to find some great alternatives as well, because you're dealing with seasonality, you're dealing with different growth seasons for that local fresh produce, and that's something that's near and dear to your heart too, right?
Yeah, was on the board of a nonprofit in Sarasota called Transition Sarasota, and they glean from local farms and actually donate the fresh organic produce to All Face Food Bank, which is a food bank in Sarasota similar to Feeding Tampa Bay. And it's just a great way to connect local farmers to people who are hungry and in need. And
that's the truth. There is a need, there is a way. You will find it, but you have to work within that time of the year too.
Yeah, it's a lot of people who move down here from up north, it's flipped. The seasons are very different, and you have to adjust to them. There is a lot of stuff that grows really great in the summertime, but it's more stuff that you want to do in your yard or for your home. They don't really use it in restaurants a whole lot. So
not on that mass level that sometimes that we really need, and that's why we need the support of the community to get behind Feeding Tampa Bay to be able to source in great produce to be able to serve out their mission too.
Yeah, and if they're growing that stuff in the summertime, that's awesome.
It truly is. Yeah. It truly is.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, 6 minutes left to go. We got more wine coming to the tables. I feel like this is a good energy tonight. You guys having a good time so far? The wines are flowing. My people over at Cisco are already laughing, clapping. They're having a good time already. All right, and I would be remiss if we didn't point out someone in the crowd there a little bit, but my friend Topher Morrison is out there. Topher, you were the host of this last year. Let's give him up a round of applause. I know that you don't wear Jordans, but am I taking a step in your shoes tonight? Am I doing all right? All right, my friend. Well, thanks so much for being out here tonight. That's the better seat? Well, we're going to find out in a little bit how much of that is the truth, all right? So let's go take a look and see what we've got going. Luis is already tasting. Tasting along the way is the way to a chef's heart and mind, because if you don't right behind, you're never going to know what you're really cooking with. And I appreciate the fact that you're tasting right now.
Okay, because I need to get right my seasonings.
You have to. So, is that something that you guys do at Parkshore all the time? I mean, you have to. Taste.
Yes, exactly. All the time.
So when you see someone that's not tasting, what do you want to do?
I tell them, you gotta taste it, you gotta season it right.
That's it. You gotta season it right. Wow, that looks awesome. The cauliflower over here, beautiful sear, beautiful action on this. I mean, look at this right here. I mean, this is like working into something special, and you're feeling good right now. It looks like a little bit of namba butter.
Yeah, some butter. Is that what you said? I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
That's okay. Right. Some people are, some people aren't. If you guys are having fun, that's all that matters. No, I'm kidding.
I'm having a blast, man. I'm having a blast.
Oh, I love it. I absolutely love it. But we got the namba butter. We're working with that. I'm going to go for it right now because I want to taste how it is and that sear, because it's important that you rehydrated it for one. But the other part is, did you make it too firm, too tough? All right. It's not too bad. It's not too bad. I like it. 4 minutes left to go. So, Josh, we've got your location, almost walking distance from here.
Yep.
We've got Armature Works.
Yes.
How are things going on over at Armature Works right now?
It's going really well. We're doing Neapolitan pizza, so we kind of scaled down. We're just doing the pizza, and it's been really well received. It is a total zoo over there. It's really busy.
I can only imagine. Every time I go, every vendor is just out the door. Last week we had the team over from Ichikoro here as well. Yeah. I mean, on the other side of you guys in essence, but lines on both sides of that building.
Yeah, it's been crazy, but it's really fun. You kind of, you learn and figure out what would I have done differently. What can we do differently now? And so like for the first month we were running out of pizza dough every single day, like sometimes at 5 p.m.
See, that's a bad thing here, bud. Like, you're the pizza restaurant there. You're running out of pizza dough. It's a good thing, but you gotta be ready too.
Well, it was a little nerve-wracking. We had to actually build a walk-in behind the building just for our pizza dough. Really? Yeah.
See, but that's pretty cool. So it shows that you guys have a demand for it. You guys have some opportunities, it sounds like, too, with all of that fandom that you have. Is there anything happening in the mix for you right now?
Yeah, we're actually getting ready to do another food hall in Charlotte, North Carolina.
Congratulations, Josh. See, that's super cool to see. I mean, to see a Florida group just absolutely killing it, to grow here with a cool trend of food halls, which are not going away. They're here to stay. And for you guys to continue to grow even more outside of Florida, congratulations.
Thank you very much. Yeah, thank you very much. It's I think that the whole food hall thing is, I mean, it's such a fun environment, just to work in, being surrounded by 12 other restaurants, 12 other chefs. Everybody's always bouncing things off of each other. But also, as far as the public goes, it's something that's very renewable. You can come back, without getting bored. You always have something else to look at. So
well, that's awesome. And we got something to look at and something to grow with. And congratulations. Continued successes for that. That's very cool. That's awesome. And we've got about a minute and a half left to go. We have not seen, we got one being plated up. We've got over here, Andrew, we got anything going on the plates? You've got 90 seconds on the clock here, everybody. 90 seconds. We're going to give them a countdown when we get down to the last 10. So make sure that we are all paying attention to the clock, and we can be able to chime in with where we're going. 1 minute and 15 left. And this is tough stuff.
Vibrating in my pocket for that entire interview. It's like trying to get to it.
Off. On Parkshore?
Yeah, with this.
It's so distracting.
What about the Mills? Yes.
Drop
Okay. So we are having some fun here. We've got about 1 minute left to go. Have you guys had fun with the first round from Parkshore Grill right now? How was that seafood Veracruz? I hear it's like absolutely delicious. You know what? I better have a plate myself. I got to see if we still have a plate for me. Let's make sure we're paying attention here. We've got 35 seconds left to go. You guys had some fun out there to eat, enjoy that. These judges are going to have some fun to eat and enjoy this. And we're going to give them that countdown in just 10 seconds here, everybody. We are plating. We are having fun. The tofu's coming out on the table. We've got the beef jerky working. We've got 20 seconds left over here. And we've got some movement over here. Some beautiful colors, by the way. All right, so again, on my count at 10, we're going to make the mark down here. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands up. Walk away from your dishes, my friends. Round 1 is in the books. It's done. It's over. All right, let's see what's going on here with round 1. Andrew, how are we feeling right now?
I was feeling great like 30 seconds ago. 20 seconds ago, I started feeling kind of nervous. And then 5 seconds ago, I was feeling not that great.
And it's because I'm also looking at something here. Did we get everything on the plate?
Technically, yes.
We got technically everything on the plate. So there's beef jerky there.
Yeah, the salad dressing I made is I made it with, I reconstituted the beef jerky in some veal stock, and I added some mushrooms and some of that rice wine vinegar. So the vinaigrette's technically a beef jerky vinaigrette.
I love it. And to be honest with you, going into this, I would have done the exact same thing. I would have taken that beef jerky because of the sodium. I would have done the exact same thing of reconstituting it into some form of a sauce. I was actually going to do a consomme and make almost like a miso soup almost, but have like a beef broth behind it instead. So you're not that far off. You actually wove in the ingredients. I was a little nervous because I'm still seeing the beef jerky.
I wanted the beef jerky bacon bits to make it, but they didn't get to the plate in time. But the beef jerky vinaigrette did, so.
All right, so let's go see if these judges, what they think, and see if those beef jerky crumbles, the bacon bits was necessary, or if they didn't need to be on the plate. So our judges right here are going into the first couple bites here. We're going to work our way here. Josh, you've already got a bite in. Josh, what are we tasting? What are we feeling?
Just getting started with the tofu here. And it's pretty good, yeah.
So we're liking it so far.
He got like a nice, a nice sear, browned it. It's tofu.
It's tofu, and he had the other star of beef jerky in there. Do you taste the beef jerky?
I haven't made my way over to the greens yet, but I haven't gotten any of it yet.
All right, sounds like a plan. Cooper, we're almost halfway done. Do I have to bring another plate out or something? You got another dish to come too, my friend.
Oh yeah, like you mentioned tofu, I feel like the texture is always so difficult. I'm terrible at making it myself, but really nice and crispy on the exterior here. I don't get a lot of the beef jerky, but you can taste it for sure.
See, so the bacon bit type crumbles, that could have given that a little bit more texture, that saltiness, that flavor, given that beefiness. It's missing.
A little bit, but yeah, it's still delicious.
Still delicious.
Yeah.
That's what we want to hear. We want to hear that it's delicious, that it's fun. Kendall, you're kind of perplexed right now. I feel like you're kind of like, we're working with the flavors. We're having some fun. We're tasting something different. What are you tasting right now?
This cauliflower tastes like my mom's chicken divan.
And is that a good thing?
It's a great thing.
It's a great thing. Mom's cooking is the only way to do it right. Mom, I know you're watching right now because you already texted me like many, many times over, so thanks for all the text messages. My phone's blowing up. I love you, Mom.
I think this is the most vegetables I've eaten in about a week.
It's the most vegetables you've had in a week. All right, so that sounds like it's a good thing. So overall, some positive sentiments coming from the judges with what's going on here. We've missed a little bit of the little crumbles, but Josh, was it really necessary?
I would have liked it. I didn't think that So when we tasted the tofu over there, when it was sitting in the marinade, it was, really, really popped. I think, obviously, it's hard to do a marinade in 25, 30 minutes, whatever. So a lot of it didn't get into the tofu. It would have been nice to kind of have something to set it off, but the cauliflower is, it's like a pleasure to eat. It's really, really good.
That's awesome. Let's give it up for Andrew over here. Andrew, come on over on the left side. So, in more detail, describe the dish to everybody watching and everyone that's right here.
Okay, so I did a curry seared cauliflower medallion with a wilted kale and Swiss chard salad, a little bit of the beef jerky vinaigrette, and I did the tofu croutons.
And it sounds like they liked it. I mean, they needed some said that they wanted to have that crumble, that little bit of texture, but it doesn't sound like it was totally missing.
Well, that's kind of what I was going for. It was my last resort. I wanted it on there, but I would have been, it was one of the things that if it didn't make it, it wasn't going to kill me, so.
Well, you incorporated everything in. We're happy that you did, so it sounds like a pretty good sort of showing in round one, all right? How do you feel about it?
I feel okay about it,
Awesome, I love it. He's got cool glasses like me. I love this guy right now. All right, Luis, come on over, my friend. All right, Luis, tell us a little bit about this dish. What did you cook for the judges tonight?
Okay, judges, nice to meet you. I cooked for you guys tonight vegetable stir fry with a little bit of rice, white rice, and then I did the jerky beef with a pineapple. I did a relish.
I think it's so smart that you brought in the pineapple to offset that saltiness, that chewiness that was going on with the beef jerky. I already commend you on two fronts. One, that, and you made rice within 30 minutes?
Of course.
Give it up for this guy right here. Louis doing it right, okay. So we did the rice, we did the pineapple, and I think that's a smart play on that. I mean, it's almost...
It's a pineapple, cilantro, lime juice, onion powder, fish sauce. That's it.
I love it. It's simple. And you're just letting those 4 ingredients really just shine and accentuate those dishes because you knew at the heart of it, the tofu was going to be the star, the beef jerky needed to be the star. And let's go find out if these judges can taste that and see it. All right, Kendall, what are we thinking? How's it going? These plates look beautiful.
They are beautiful. Well, first of all, he made rice to perfection, which I think was a power move. He said that he was afraid of rice, right? Isn't that your weakness?
Weren't you afraid? No? He wanted a burger.
A burger would be good, too.
Could have done it, too.
The saltiness mixed with the sweet of the pineapple and the beef jerky, there's so many different textures going on here. I really like it. It's like a rainbow party in my mouth.
And those colors look absolutely beautiful. I'm seeing so many of the peppers over here. I mean, you used, 3 different types of peppers in here? 3 different types of colors of bell?
Yes. I used green peppers, red peppers, and actually there was, what else? Endive.
And you even wove in some endive, too. That's some skill and some talent over here, because the plate looks good. Cooper, though, I'm not seeing many bites on this one right now. Is that...
Working on it. Yeah, no, it's delicious. I think when you ate the beef jerky before and you were chewing on it for so long, I mean, I think that's the challenge with beef jerky. This is great. I mean, it's tender, yeah.
Well, I would, from a gas station food connoisseur here, Cooper, does it live up to the hype and the expectations then?
Oh, yeah.
All right, cool. So this is going to be at every 7-Eleven in all of the Tampa Bay area.
Let's hope so, yeah. The Doritos Loco and this together.
There'll be the BOGO station over here. Josh, would you throw in this into a cool little pizza, or does it stand on its own? Does it make its own kind of a dish? And
maybe fold it up into a calzone,
You would fold it up into a calzone right now. It's that good?
The rice is, perfect. It's really
so the rice, though, did not need to be the star. The stars, tofu, and the beef jerky. We went really far and did some cool skills, some cool ability with bringing rice into that dish.
Yeah.
But is the tofu and the beef jerky really winning it, though?
I like what he did with the tofu. It's not texturally as interesting as the other dish, but I really like the heat that's coming off of it, so flavor-wise it's good. The beef jerky. Thank you for softening it up. It's it's definitely.
It took me a minute to chew that.
Yeah, it's it is good. It's a little jarring eating beef jerky, like the beef jerky and the pineapple are kind of fighting a little bit for me. But overall, I think it's a dish that works.
It's a dish that works. All right, let's give it up to Chef Luis with his dish, round one over here. And judges, you guys have another round to eat, so let's make sure we get all the bites that you want because we want to make sure that you taste it for what it's supposed to be because these judges are tasting on 3 criteria right here. We've got creativity, we've got presentation, and we've got flavor. These 3 judges, start totaling up your scores. We're going to start getting into round 2 in just a little bit. All right, so for everybody that's sitting here in the crowd here, are you guys excited? Because your next round, pork belly. I mean, who doesn't love pork belly, right? So we got pork belly, a Brussels sprout salad coming your way, some pickled peppers. I mean, literally, Ted and his team over at the Mill really going to do it up big tonight with that dish that you guys are going to be enjoying. These judges are totaling up the final list of their scores. We're going to set the clock in just a little bit. Judges, give me that thumbs up. Are you guys pretty well scored up, total?
Yeah.
I need a minute probably.
Yeah, I need a minute too.
Don't go too far because I'm going to have to help with the clock in just a second, okay? All right. You guys want to start round 2? Should we get round 2? Guys, chefs, are you excited for round 2? Round 1 in the books. We're going to give them a 5-second countdown to start round 2. Again, the mystery ingredients that they have to work with. Rack of lamb that it looks like have already been cleaned up, ready to go for you. So you could do some cool lollipops if you wanted to. And of course, chicken of the sea, a Jessica Simpson special of 2005, I guess maybe. Wait, that was the tuna fish chicken, yeah, but same brand. But we got oysters coming up to you. So let's give them a countdown with 5 seconds here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And the time starts now. 30 minutes to do everything they got to do with a rack of lamb, canned oysters. This is not an easy undertaking by any stretch of the imagination. Kendall, how often are you cooking with smoked oysters?
Never.
Never, she says. Is it just because...
I'm not even really an oyster person.
So are you then a little nervous for what's going to be coming your way for what is round... We got a muffin?
Fly out of here. Maybe he'll eat the oyster.
Fly away.
I'm already getting full. I need to pace myself.
You got to pace yourself a little bit. So I hear the best way to kind of pace yourself is actually get a little energy going. And I hear a rumor that you're kind of like got like no left 2 feet here. Or, you're kind of a dancer. Is that true?
I mean, a little bit. I danced growing up.
You danced growing up, but you also had a dance that went viral. Is that true? So all right, to give you guys all a little backstory on this one, I love doing this every week. I've been having a lot of fun. I've been enjoying the whole process, and I take it to serious, and I do homework on the judges. I do homework on the chefs. I know their kids' names. I know their favorite colors. It's really kind of creepy at the same time, but I'm having fun getting to know everybody. And Kendall, you did a dance that was on TMZ, is that correct?
It eventually made its way.
It eventually made its way to TMZ. Now, Kendall, can you teach me how to do that dance? If we get everybody clap, Kendall, would you teach me how to do this dance? Do you guys all want to see us dance a little bit? You guys want to see us dance? You at home, do you want to see us dance? All right, Ms. Kendall Kirkham, show us how it's done. What do we got to do? Do we have to have like a beat, or is there something? We don't have the music going for this, so it's gonna be that awkward, like kind of like, do I put my left foot in, my left foot right? I don't know.
Does anyone know how to hit the quan? No one knows how to hit the quan. Does anyone know what the quan is? Oh, look,
she got it right there. Do you want to help out too? Come on, you already showed your true hand right there. You were already like, I got it, like, toot over here.
So the Quan, oh gosh.
What did I pull you into? I don't know.
Does anyone know what the Nene is? Do you remember the whip and the Nene? Of course. So I came from Memphis. I'm pretty new to Tampa Bay. And when I was in Memphis, me and my coworkers at the NBC station there, we did the whip and Nene on the set. And then we hit the Quan, and the Quan made TMZ. It's a move based off of a rapper named Rich Homie Quan. So anyway.
Rich Homie Quan, if you're watching, we're sorry.
The song is by I Heart Memphis. He's a Memphis-based rapper. It's really ridiculous, but.
So how does it go? What's the first step I gotta do?
The line is fresh pair of sneaks with the.
I'm wearing those. I'm wearing fresh pairs of sneaks. I'm already one step ahead of the game right now. I got the tinkers on today.
Designer belt with a designer belt. Please watch your step.
Okay.
Cause I'm feeling myself.
Like that?
Cause I'm feeling myself.
Do I got it?
Yeah, you're getting it. We're almost there. Throw the flag on the play. Throw a flag on the play. Got it. Let somebody get the rep.
I'm really actually running in place, everybody.
And then it just goes da 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 da. Somebody get some help. And then it's at the Quan.
And then it's the Quan.
Pull up on the block. Hit the Quan. Hit the Quan. Hit the Quan. Get down low and swing your arms. Now get down low and hit the Quan.
I'm off key.
Hit the Quan. Hit the Quan.
I'm just moving now at this point. All right, let's give it up for Ms. Kendall Cookram. Dancing with the Stars, not calling me Kendall, but they've got you on speed dial, it looks like, because you absolutely kill it. You brought it. Let's see what these guys back here are killing it and bringing it right now. Andrew, tell us. I see some garlic. I see some shallots, doing a little bit of your own mise en place right now, getting your ingredients ready to go.
Yeah, that's basically exactly what I'm doing. I'm about to try to get everything done. Boom, 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 boom. That way I don't even have to look at the clock. I'm just trying to time myself out right now.
See, but you got 25 minutes to work. I don't even see you opening up the package of this lamb here. I mean, are you a little nervous? You feel confident? That word?
Are you happy now?
I am happy now. Exactly. You already are cutting into it, and that's going to be really fun to see. Oh, we got another little bit here of a mise en place. Chorizo, Brussels sprouts, carrots. We got some onions. We got some garlic. Tell me, what are we doing over here, Luis?
We're doing
My journey with
fingerling
canned fish
potatoes
products is
with
along
a
the
chorizo hash and saute with a kale, mustard greens, and then we're gonna sear the rack lamb. So we're looking for medium rare, and then we're gonna make some avocado puree.
I love it. I love it. Did you know that a chorizo hash was what got me on MasterChef?
No, I don't know.
Yep. So when I went out and did MasterChef with my audition, I did a chili espresso rub ribeye, a charred tomatillo and poblano salsa verde, and I did it with a chorizo and sweet potato hash, and it was killer. So I better have the best hash. These guys better have that chorizo be woven into it and have some fun with it, because there's a lot riding on this for you.
Excuse me?
There's a lot riding on this one dish.
Yes. What I'm looking for is the flavor, right? Consistent in flavors. Match with the beautiful rack lamb, and then we see.
I love it. I absolutely love it. So let's give it up to these guys right now. They're getting a little adventurous over here. The lamb's already worked, already beautiful. Nice lollipops to work with. And, you got some tutoring, and you got a great support from your chef, your owner, Ted Dorsey, is in the house right now. Ted, come on down. Let's all give it up for Ted Dorsey. It is so good to have you here tonight.
Thank you. We're happy to be here. Thanks for having us.
Well, tell us. I mean, Andrew's just killing it right now.
He's doing all right. You gonna get everything on the plate?
We hope so. I was getting a little nervous there with round one with those crumbles. I thought that's what was going to be needed, but we'll see. We'll see. But, I mean, we're working now with some great ingredients. We've got the oysters. We've got that rack of lamb. He's already pulled the rack of lamb out. I was getting a little nervous. They were still in the package.
I'm glad you said something.
I kind of did. I think I gave him that little bit of a nudge right there.
I didn't think it would be appropriate if I start yelling from back there.
It wouldn't be, but you know what, though? But tell us a little bit about what's going on with the Mill.
We have a great concept. We just celebrated our 3-year anniversary in downtown St. Petersburg.
Congratulations, 3 years, St. Pete.
Thank you. Yeah, we love St. Pete.
And St. Pete's been good to you. And I mean, is it kind of true that you guys, really kind of set the tone for Tampa Bay, the food scene, the cuisine? I mean, because you guys have been doing it since, for so long now in St. Pete as a whole, that has led the charge, the momentum for great restaurants to happen in the Tampa Bay area.
Indeed, I think I'm very grateful to be a part of that. I think there's a few people who came before me, Tyson. But it's been a lot of fun. St. Pete has been very, very good to us, and it's a city in which we love.
And not just that, but it's loved you so much that you've had some opportunities to grow yourself, too.
Correct. We have grown. We've been about to celebrate our 1-year anniversary in Brandon.
Congratulations on that, too.
Thank you. And we have more plans in the works that we'll shutter out there very soon.
I love it. I absolutely love it. And so, congratulations. Andrew's killing it right now. He's already got some salt, some pepper, going to get some seasonings onto it there. But, I mean, are you a little nervous? I mean, he's seasoning it at 21 minutes now. Is salt going to be a factor?
No, I don't think so. He knows what he's doing.
He's got it down to a science. All right. And is there anything else that we've been doing in the community that's been special to you?
Absolutely. We started a nonprofit called St. Petersburg Culinary Center. It's for at-risk young adults out of South St. Petersburg. It's a full culinary program where they get to get trained, get certified, and come out, and we help them with job placement.
I absolutely love it, and I would be remiss to not say that I have not been able to fulfill my end of the bargain, and I want to do that for you guys because when I was on the run for MasterChef, I met you guys at a St. Pete food event. It was like it was when the Indie Flea Market used to be outside, and we met, we introduced each other. This was before we even knew each other, before we even did Tampa Bay Food Fight, but I have not come out there yet. So before the end of the night, you're going to take down a date. We're going to make it and put it in our calendars because I promised you then that I would do it, and I have not done it yet, but we're going to make sure that promise does not go past tonight.
Thank you. Good. If not, I'm going to have him follow you home.
Exactly, and you guys are all witnesses to that one, okay? The smoke is walloping in the room right now. We got some searing action. This is fun. Tyson, come on down too, my friend. Tyson is the executive chef and partner. Come on over here on my left side. It is so good to have you here tonight.
Thank you so much. Pleasure.
Tell us a little bit about what's going on with Parkshore Grill.
We're going to celebrate 12 years, actually, in November.
12 years, downtown St. Pete.
So we were kind of on the beginning stages of downtown before, the onslaught of breweries and restaurants and everything happened. But couldn't be happier. It's still a wonderful place, and it keeps getting bigger and bigger. There's constantly cranes in the sky, still more construction, more restaurants coming. It's a great scene.
It truly is. And I mean, you guys have set such a movement. Ted's already admitted that it helped usher in a new wave of restaurateurs to highlight the St. Pete food scene. It's starting to trickle into Tampa Bay, or more into the Tampa scene of the Bay Area. What's your thoughts? What's your advice to those here in Tampa in particular that have some restaurants that are just starting or are going more into that local cuisine?
It's pay attention every day. Details matter, and take care of the guests. It's 100%.
It's all about that guest experience. And you know what? Luis is doing it right now. A great experience that he's having right now because he could be an epic chef. And you have been a part of this since almost, day one, right?
Yeah, we've been involved since day one. Had one of our chefs who's here tonight go all the way to the finals. So decided to give Luis a chance this year.
Well, we're excited to have Luis have that chance. We're excited to see him, show his skill, his ability. And what else is going on with you guys there that maybe we could see Luis at?
We just try to focus on doing our thing. We do a lot of off-premise catering now. Our catering business is growing, so that's kind of what we're focused on.
Well, that's very cool. Well, we're excited to have you guys out here tonight, and thank you for your continued support of Feeding Tampa Bay and more in particular Epic Chef Showdown.
Appreciate it.
Thank you. All right, with just 18 minutes left to go, the smoke is starting to come. The sears are coming off of these lambs. It is working with heat. It is working with fire. It is working with flames. It is working with everything over here. And again, you all at home can be a part of this every single week and continue to watch on the Identity TV. Have some fun. The hoods we're not on, apparently. That's all it takes. It's just the flip of a switch, and it can take the flip of a switch for you to get on your phone and text plate to 74121. And make sure that you can donate to Feeding Tampa Bay. Wow, this is awesome. Andrew, you got to tell me here. We've got some action over here. What are we throwing in here?
I just threw in a little bit of sage and a little bit of some crushed garlic.
See, and this is the skill right here. This is what takes talent, because you're infusing that pan with flavor, and you're going to be able to do a nice little bit of a basting action, it looks like, too.
I am indeed. That's I'm pawlaying my lamb right now. Just cover it with a little bit of that extra flavor from the sage and from the garlic. Just get it all nice and juicy and crispy on top.
I absolutely love it. I mean, the smell-o-vision over here is just incredible. It's just awesome. You know, Luis, oh, you got the Vitamix going over here. We're gonna come back after the Vitamix is over. I just got a Vitamix for Amazon Prime Day. I'm having fun with it. It's a great toy to have in a kitchen. If you don't have one, you should totally look into it. It's an expense, but it's something special. But Luis, I want to know, what are you gonna do with those smoked oysters?
I'm gonna saute in the Burmante, like a little bit of garlic, shallot, lemon juice, chicken stock, and a little bit of butter.
I like it. And are you gonna make like a pan sauce with that?
Yes, sir.
Nice. Cook it down, have some fun. I like where we're going. Gentlemen, this looks beautiful. This might be one of the best dishes that anyone in round 2 has put out yet. I am so intrigued by these ingredients. I'm so intrigued by the preparation of this, and I'm so intrigued with where we're going. Cooper, we got some incredible dishes that are coming up here. I mean, are you excited or what?
It smells incredible in here right now. Yeah, it's awesome.
I mean, literally, we're into week 3. St. Pete has come over. They've made it here. You've made it here from Sarasota. So everyone's coming to Tampa right now to have these dishes, it sounds like.
Yeah, they should. It's awesome.
It truly is. I'm just very, very impressed, very, very excited for you guys to taste it. But you know what? It could not be done without the support of incredible donors. Some of these donors are inside this room. If you're a donor, or please raise your hand this evening. Donors, if you have been a supporter since the beginning of this, thank you so much. Round of applause to all of you this evening. And there's one particular donor that I'd love to be able to have come down here. Mark Pitts, if you're here. Mark, do you have a second to come on down? Mark, we've got so much action going on over here right now. I mean, we are in the center of just mayhem, but culinary creativity.
Culinary creativity and excellence goes well with Coca-Cola.
I know it does. So tell us what's going on with Coca-Cola, and why are you guys so supportive of Feeding Tampa Bay?
This is the 3rd year that Coca-Cola Beverages of Florida has been a sponsor of Epic Chef. We are partnered with Tom Mans and Feeding Tampa Bay to fight food insecurity. We think it's a great cause, and we're proud to be a part of it.
We're proud to have you out here 3 years running. I mean, and the wheels are not going to stop anytime soon. You guys aren't going away. We want you to be a part of this. We appreciate you being a part of this. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right. And that's what it takes. It takes the support of the community to come together because there is that issue. You know, our goal for this entire series is to eclipse the goal that was made and set last year. Last year was 300,000 meals were raised from Epic Chef Showdown. The goal this year is 750,000 meals. We're almost there. It takes really a community, an army behind it to get involved. It takes all of you. It takes everybody that's watching to stay tuned, to continue to be involved, and again, to text PLATE to 74121. Again, that number is 74121. Incredible prizes. We've got a stay here at the Epic Hearing Theater. We have tickets to the Lightning, and we, of course, also have a chef dinner by yours truly. All right, with just 13 minutes left to go, we're going to go for a little stroll up the stairs here. And we're going to meet someone here. How you guys doing? Are you guys having some fun over here?
Yeah, great.
How's the food? How was that pork belly? Because that pork belly looks delicious.
Very good.
They did well? All right, I like it. Save me a bite, all right? You promise?
Try.
All right, he's going to try to save me a bite. All right, we're gonna continue walking up here. It's almost all done over here. You did well.
It's fantastic. Yeah.
It's fantastic. All right, very cool. We got the restaurants sitting next to each other, having some fun, giving each other compliments, but that's what it's all about, right?
That's it, yeah.
We're better as a community when we're all involved. We're better as a community when we can have some fun with each other.
Absolutely. Ted's a great guy. It's good to have him as a neighbor in St. Pete.
Love it to hear. Love it to hear. And we're going to have some fun over here. I'm joined here with my friend Pauline. Pauline, how you doing over here?
Jeff, I'm a big fan of yours.
I hear that, and I can't thank you enough for being a part of my journey and watching MasterChef. That really means a whole lot to me.
I cheered you on MasterChef every single week.
Thank you. Thank you very much. It meant a lot to be able to have the community behind us, to be able to showcase Tampa. Tampa was the most name-dropped city on the show.
Absolutely.
And if I had my chance, I think I might have redone that salmon. If I could, I would go back in time.
Oh, I know, but Jeff, you were great. Your energy level and your cooking and your humbleness, I think, was what set you apart from everybody.
Well, I really appreciate that. It really means a lot to me. Thank you so much. You pulled me aside earlier. That meant the world to me because it's the good people like you that gave me the momentum to keep going. It was the good people like you that made me want to do this for our community, and it's the good people like you that make me want to get more involved in it. So thank you for all of that.
Thank you, Jeff.
All right, and you got the best seat in town. I mean, you're like at the 50-yard line, seeing everything. So what's your take so far on tonight?
Oh, this is great. I'm a big fan of Parkshore. I haven't been to the Mill, I have to say.
Now where do you live? Are you live in St. Pete and you haven't been there yet?
Yeah. I've got lots of friends that have gone there, but I haven't. I've been to Parkshore since it opened.
All right, so Ted, we're just one seat in front of you, my friend. Ted, we got to make this happen. Pauline and I, we're coming over for dinner. All right?
Yes, absolutely.
All right, we're gonna make it happen. Kim's been there.
Yes. And I've had the pork belly before, and it's phenomenal.
Very good, very good.
Been to Parkshore, like I said, since it opened. So.
Well, we're going to make sure that we support these restaurants and all the restaurants that have been a part of Epic Chef. And so make sure that when you're here, take a look at those menus, take a look at those restaurants, take a look at those logos, support those restaurants. I'm so sorry. After you. No, after you. Support those restaurants, get involved in the community, and show their love. On the backside of those menus are incredible statistics that really represent why Feeding Tampa Bay is important to us and why there is a need to fight food insecurity here in the Tampa Bay area. This is not just the area of opportunity for you not to take advantage of it. It is the only area of opportunity to do just that. So read the back of those placards. And also for you guys at home, get involved and learn more about them by going to feedingtampabay.com. All right, 10 minutes left on the clock. Josh, we excited now. We've got round one in the books. Round two's coming. Rack of lamb, canned oysters.
Yeah, it's like the surf and turf from hell, kind of.
The surf and turf from hell. Can we hashtag that right now?
Yeah, I don't mean that though. I'm actually an avid supporter of canned fish products.
All right, so if I need to go on a road trip with anybody, I'm going with you guys because we got beef jerky in the front seat. Josh and I, we got the canned oysters in the back seat.
Yeah, any of our friends from the sea that end up in a can, are friends with me. Herring, sardines, anchovies. Yeah.
I love it. And I'll tell you what, I am the same way because I'm an Eagle Scout, and I would have canned oysters every time in my bag because it was a perfect snack to bring out, a block of cheese, your Swiss Army knife, and you're at a town right there with a quick little snack, some protein. Yeah. But, it's fun that we have those two things to work with. But tonight, they got to really make canned oysters shine. What are we thinking? How would we do it?
Well, I don't feel like shining is really a canned oyster thing.
It's already.
So I'm just, I'm curious to see what they've got lined up. I am excited.
I'm excited and I'm intrigued by this. Kendall, but you're seeing it firsthand. What's going on in your head? What are you thinking? What are you feeling right now?
I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not looking forward to this.
You're not looking forward to this round?
The oyster thing with the lamb is really throwing me off.
Now, Kendall, I thought I would have gotten a reaction like that out of your son, Knox, not you right now.
I do love me some food, so I am open to trying whatever is placed in front of me, and I will eat it.
Now, is Knox is 16 months old, you say, right? All right, so Knox, he's a little guy. Holden is my little guy. He's 2 years old. He's now into the terrible twos. He's a picky eater. how are you having some fun with the kitchen for Knox? What are you doing for him?
Ooh, well, he loves PB&J.
He loves PB&J, so.
That would have been a good secret.
But you know what though? See, and this is the thing that's interesting about this particular round, because how do you let two things shine? Peanut butter and jelly. One side peanut butter, one side jelly. Boom, you're done. Here, which one do you really make the star? Is it going to be the lamb and just have the essence of the oysters, or is the oyster going to be really dominant?
I hope to God it's more lamb than oyster.
More lamb than oysters, and we're going to find out in just over 7 minutes if that's going to be the case. Let's go take a look and check up on these guys here, see what we've got working, see what we got actions, and see what we're tasting along the way. You say that this is going to have some fingerling potatoes. That's going to be the base for it, a little bit of that starch. What do we put inside?
Bacon, some fennel. I got some herbs. That's pretty much it. A lot of butter, a lot of love, a lot of lemon juice, some wine, a lot of stock. That's basically it.
I love it. So a lot of flavor, it sounds like, are coming off of these potatoes. You know, when you were nervous when you saw the oysters and what you were going to do with them?
No, not really.
Not really. Man of few words. We got a little bit here and there. But what did you... So you're going to go for a nice pan sauce. What are you going to do with it?
Well, those are Louise, Chef Louise over there, but mine are right back here in this Robo.
Oh, okay.
So I got a fig or a date and oyster sauce.
Oh, I like that. I like that idea. But I got to tell you, Luis, you bring out those flavors, those oysters, really well. I mean, I kind of like it. How are you getting around getting some of that metallic taste, that tinniness that comes from a canned item like canned oysters?
I don't really think right now. I just try to get this going on. So.
All right. He's got 5 minutes to be able to get all of that going. He's got 5 minutes to kind of have some fun with it, and we're going to see what's going to happen with that. But I liked it. I took a little sample of that oyster. It wasn't as bad as I was thinking it was going to be. I'm intrigued with where we're going with it. We've got some beautiful colors over there with that Brussels sprouts and the potatoes, a little bit of those carrots. Beautiful colors coming through. We're going to have some fun here. And you guys all enjoying yourselves so far tonight? Now, if I had to ask you guys, if you had canned oysters, what would you do with canned oysters?
Not me, because I don't know what I would do with it.
You don't know what you would do with canned oysters at all?
Not a clue.
Have you had canned oysters lately?
I haven't.
Just like canned tuna, mayo on a sandwich and you're good to go.
So just keep it simple. Just let it be. Let mayonnaise, processed foods take away even more of that, and just go and run with it and just hide it, is what you're saying?
Let's get them to test it out for us and we'll try it, right?
I like that. I like that. In 4 minutes, they're going to be judging and tasting away on it. You guys having a good time tonight so far? Now, you guys on date night?
We are.
Ooh, so Monday night, date night. That's a cool little thing going on. You guys live together, married, engaged? What's going on?
1 year anniversary.
1 year anniversary tonight?
No pressure.
This weekend.
This weekend we're celebrating 1 year anniversary. Let's give it up for these two lovebirds over in the room here. I mean, all right, so 1 year, what's the secret to success?
I do everything.
You do everything. All right, my friend here, you got to pick up the slack here a little bit, it sounds like.
I'm not going to argue, she...
You never argue with the woman. It's just, happy wife, happy life.
I was told to say yard. You're always right, dear. And
so you already have something coined to make sure that we're always on track, right?
It's really working for us.
It's really working. So the secret to success is making sure that you can just have your own little language and making sure that you're always right.
Yeah.
Simple. I like it. So I got to take down notes. We got a pad and pencil for me. I got to do that. Hi, Beth. I'll do that too. I've got to do the laundry when I get home, so I know that feeling right now. All right, so we got 3 minutes left to go on the clocks. It looks like we've got a little bit of action over here already. We're starting to see some of these colors coming alive on these plates. We're already putting some of the food out on the plates. Andrew is one step ahead of the game, really worked the clock to his advantage. Luis is still sauteing, still having some fun, but he's got a beautiful puree that is on the plate, and I like it. It's simple. It's going to be kind of tried and true and having some fun. So, Cooper, I also got to bring something into everyone's attention. you and I have a similarity here, my friend.
Yeah, what's that?
You like sneakers.
Yeah, I don't know why people wear any shoes but sneakers.
They should always wear sneakers. So you've got a signature look for yourself. I mean, not only is it like cool glasses, but what's the signature look for you?
Converse All-Star sneakers, jeans. That's basically it. Yeah.
Converse All-Stars, and that is the trick. And we were talking earlier about the ways to really kind of get behind and make sure they look fresh and clean.
Yeah.
What's the secret?
Toothbrush, scrub them.
Toothbrush action, not the one that you're really using, an old one.
A little bleach. Yeah, we're on it. Yeah.
But that's super cool. How important is it, you think, for young professionals like yourself to have that own brand, to have that own identity, and to kind of define themselves?
Well, you kind of have to. I mean, in journalism today, you really have to be known for something. So trying to create some sort of identity is very important. Yeah.
So I think that's kind of helped a little bit too with the dance skills. I mean, that helped a little bit of that momentum, having a little fun too, and that's a part of that branding as well.
I think you just have to be yourself because there are going to be people who don't like you no matter where you are. And it's definitely hard in this business. There's always somebody who doesn't like you, so you just have to be yourself no matter what because you can't go wrong that way.
I couldn't agree more with you both. That's why Jordans. I love my Jordans. I rock my Jordans. These ones I absolutely love. I got the Tinker Hatfields on today. I dressed up well for you guys tonight. I brought out the Tinker Hatfields tonight for you all because I wanted to look good for you guys tonight.
But I need a baseball cap, though. Yeah.
I will make that happen. We will make that happen after the next 1 minute and 15 seconds when we find out which dish is going to win tonight with Epic Chef Showdown. St. Pete came over the bridge. St. Pete is going to bring it. St. Pete is already plating. I mean, this is actually looking very, very nice. So we're going to do that again with that countdown. We're going to start it when we get down to that last 10 seconds. So we're all going to be involved in this. We've got just 50 seconds left to go. They are frantically making sure that we get everything on that dish. Right, Andrew? And we're going to have some fun with that one in just 40 seconds to go.
He does like a great job keeping it going. I couldn't imagine
The intensity right now. What's going through your head right now, my friend?
Trying to think what I would do with those oysters.
See, the oysters are the ones that's stumping everybody right now. I mean, the rack of lamb.
Oyster stew, maybe?
I was thinking that. Maybe like a nice pan sauce. That was what I was going for. I think we would have some fun with that. Panko and fry them. Let's see if they can do that within 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands up. Walk away from your plates. Let's give it up. Keep that clouds going. Keep those claps going. These dishes look awesome. This side here?
Also wonder what
Luis,
you guys
come
have
on
to
over
do
on my
with the
side,
media,
my friend.
You know, I mean, to sort of like to deal with the media. I mean, you know.
Come on over on my side, Luis.
We're going to feature Luis first if you want to get his plate.
Wow. I mean, the colors look beautiful. Luis, come on over here, my friend. So tell us, everybody watching, everybody here in this room tonight, what did we do? How did we do it?
We do this pan-seared rack of lamb over this potato hash with chorizo potato hash with vegetables. And then I did some creamy avocado puree. And then I did sauté oysters with garlic lemon butter sauce.
I love it. I love the fact that you took some humble ingredients, you made them your own. And I mean, where did the influence for that kind of dish come from?
From my mind, from my boss, from Parkshore, from all my friends.
From all your friends. So this is something that's tried and true. This is in your toolbox of recipes, it sounds like.
Yes, sir.
So you're cooking with smoked oysters on a regular basis?
When we got specials, yeah, we do. We have to do it.
So you're just playing around with everything, just having fun in the kitchen.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Well, it showed. You enjoyed yourself. You took advantage of the clock. You played to it. You had fun with the colors, the creativity. I'm intrigued. I'm excited for what you brought out tonight.
Thank you.
Absolutely. So let's go to these judges here. Let's see what we've got going and start working our way through. I mean, these just look incredible. The portion size are great. Josh, what's going on right now?
You know I had to go straight for the oyster.
Oh, yeah.
And what are we thinking? How are the oysters?
Fantastic.
The oysters are fantastic. That's got to make you feel really good right now. So we've got the oysters. What else are you tasting? What else is going on with those oysters?
He's just, he's got them nice and seared. He jacked them up with the garlic. They held up to cooking pretty well. They didn't I was worried they were gonna degrade and get really mushy, but they're not.
I was afraid of that too because they being in a preserved method like that, it's hard to really kind of use them as fresh because they just don't have that same texture and they don't have that same kind of constraints as if they were still in the mussel shell itself.
Yeah, I honestly, this was a pretty courageous move to just take a canned oyster and sear it and serve it. I would have probably tried to incorporate it into something, but it definitely was good.
I love that. I absolutely love that because I was thinking the same thing too. Going into it, I'm thinking to myself, what would I do? And I really was kind of thinking you can't let that be the star because I was afraid of what that would be. But it sounds like he just nailed it and did it on its own. Cooper, would you agree, disagree? The oysters are already gone on your plate.
Yeah, the oysters are awesome. I am a Philistine. I've never had a canned oyster before, so this is a real experience for me.
So we've converted you now to embrace all of what is canned or packaged or processed foods, and you didn't have to travel all that far to do that. So welcome to Tampa now.
Thank you so much. I'll always remember and thank Tampa for introducing me to canned oysters. Yeah.
But you've gotten some the bites into our rack of lamb, and that really is a beautiful piece of meat to work with. Did he do it justice?
I wish there was a little bit more char on it. It's a little bit bland, a little under seasoned. But I will say the avocado spread is delicious, and the vegetables with the hash is great too. Yeah.
So he's got a little bit of some color, a little bit of vibrancy.
Beautiful.
Could have used a little bit more of that sear to really kind of lock in those flavors and juices. But Kendall, I'm looking at yours right here, and I'm seeing a really nice sear on yours.
Yeah, it's good. I really like the avocado puree with it. It's kind of good for summer. It just kind of has this cooling effect on the dish, and the medley of vegetables is delicious. This is a first for me too. I mean, I don't eat oysters at all. Definitely never had anything that tasted like this, and this is pretty good. It's seasoned well, but I would like a little bit more seasoning on the lamb.
So the lamb, so we're kind of batting at 500 right here. We got some oysters that are just been knocked out of the park, no pun intended. But then we also have this lamb that could just need a little bit more love, maybe?
Maybe a little bit. I mean, to be honest, I'm not a huge lamb person anyway, either. But for what it is, it's a pretty good piece of meat.
But we can't hold that against him either. I mean, because he's being judged for those three criteria: the creativity of that dish, the presentation, and the flavor. So does he nail it?
I think he did. He likes to use his colors, and I really like that.
I do too. It sounds like it. It shows. The colors are there. Luis, it looks like you got a good dish on your plate right now, my friend. You did a good job.
Thank you very much.
Let's give it up for Luis. Awesome. Andrew, come on over. Let's hear a little bit about your dish. Andrew, when you got canned oysters, what was going through your head?
The first thing I thought was, how am I going to make this not taste like a canned oyster? So the first thing it seemed obvious to do is make it into a sauce. So that's where that is on my dish. Is in the sauce. I have a dried date and mustard oyster cream reduction. With the seared lamb medallions, I have a braised leafy greens with some of that baby Swiss chard and some spinach, and then I also have a fingerling hash with bacon and fennel.
I like it. It's really kind of fun to see your creativity on this one because, the lamb kind of speaks for itself. You could do, just little things to it to really accentuate it, but you don't want to lose that incredible protein.
Yeah, it's got such a distinct flavor, it's got its own type of gaminess, like you can taste lamb out of a bunch, So I just wanted to pretty much not manipulate it too much. I just wanted the lamb to speak for itself.
But then you had some fun bringing in the oysters because that's really where the creativity of this particular challenge comes into play because it's not that often that you're cooking with canned oysters.
No, rarely. In fact, this is the first time I've ever cooked with canned oysters. So.
But have you had them before?
No.
So you haven't had them before. You're cooking with them for the first time?
Yeah, I mean, only because like I would look at an oyster in a can and think that it would physically repulse me, so I usually avoid it.
But there's a lot riding on this. And I mean, you could be moving on in this entire journey of yours for being our next epic chef by having a good round, coupled with what could have been a good round before. Are you excited? You nervous? Where are you feeling?
I'm half excited, half nervous, and I guess that's 100% of my feelings.
I think that would be 100%. Is any mathematicians out here in the audience for that? 50-50, 100? I like it. You must be a comedian.
A little bit, yeah, sometimes.
So you dabble in the kitchen with a little bit of comedy, it sounds like. But what's the secret then for a good joke?
I honestly have no idea. Usually I just start talking and people start laughing, and I have no idea why or how it works, so I just keep doing it.
I love it. I love it because you're just you. You're having some fun. And I got to admit, my friend, I'm digging those glasses, dude. Those glasses are super cool.
Thanks. Warby Parkers.
Warby Parkers. I like those. I like those a lot. It's a signature look. Going back to signature looks and branding right there, that's something that really kind of makes you stand out.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
It's my pleasure. And let's see if this dish is going to stand out for these judges. Cooper, I'm going to start off here with you, my friend, because you got a little bit more into it than the others. So, Cooper, tell me, what are we thinking with this dish so far?
Well, the lamb is great. The sauce on it is great. It's got that combination of smokiness and sweetness. It was terrific. The vegetables underneath, I haven't dug into too much, but tasty.
I like that. I like that. So, do you taste the oysters throughout this dish, and does it really kind of shine on its own?
You get the smokiness, but not, the kind of funky, like, oysterness of it, but still very tasty.
So it complemented then the lamb, would you say?
Yes, compliment, yeah.
I complimented the lamb. Kendall, what are we going on over here? I see a little bit of everything that you've had, like a bite here, a bite there, so you have had a little bit to work with.
The lamb, this is a little bit more done than the first dish, which is more to my liking. This seems like a heartier dish to me, more cozy. I feel like I would eat it in the fall, which is a good thing.
So nice, warm comfort food. Like you could.
It's comforting to me, and I like how the oyster is just like you get a little essence of it in there. It's not as an obvious taste of oyster, like you said. Not as much funk.
Try like.
I like that. I like that. So I mean, we're gonna have not enough funk, but we're gonna have a little bit more fun, maybe. Josh, is that the case over here? Is it funk or is it fun?
We're definitely having fun for sure. Yeah.
All right, we're having fun with this dish. Why?
I really like how he used the oysters to make a sauce, and I'm gonna put these utensils down so I don't stab my.
I know. It's like I'm kind of like going like I'm still working with it because I talk with my hands too. But like you get a knife in someone's hand. Like, how you doing? How's the dish over here?
Yeah, it's a nightmare in the kitchen. I'm like the worst.
Kitchen jokes for everybody. If you guys have not worked in the kitchen right now, that is truly it does happen.
So yeah, I really like how he pulled the oysters into the sauce and used that to sauce the lamb. Thought that was brilliant. It's like really nice. The veg is great. It's a nice, braise on the greens. The fingerlings are really good. The only thing that's killing me is that the lamb is like well done, like cooked through to the point of like chewiness, So I feel like he has more flavor for sure. It's like perfectly seasoned. Honestly, it's really perfectly seasoned, but then it's just overcooked,
So it sounds like it's almost like we've got a little bit of a balance because we had one that was under-seared, right? And now we've got one that's a little bit over-seared. Yeah. So did they kind of cancel each other out a little bit? And then we're really kind of making the star be the oysters, it sounds like? Is that the case?
Yeah, that's the challenge with lamb. I mean, it's really difficult to get it right, yeah.
So the oysters are kind of the saving grace in this entire dish or for the entire round?
I don't know. I have to give them both a round of applause for their creativity. For sure. I mean,
Let's give these guys a round of applause for that too.
Yeah, I don't know how you do it, and you didn't even break a sweat. Not that I saw. A little bit.
A little bit.
Radar? Some swass situation.
It was that whole action and the dance thing right there. He's going to be doing it later, and we're going to find out in just a little bit if he will be dancing all the way to winning this round. So, Andrew, it sounds like the judges, had some good things to say for this dish.
Yeah. I mean, I knew it was overcooked when I put it on the plate, and I was just like, man, what are the chances that they're not going to say anything about that?
We see everything. We taste everything.
Yeah, no, I was. I guess I'm not surprised. Yeah.
But you know what though? You had a nice sauce that could almost, you can kind of let that carry itself more than having it be just truly just the sear of that lamb. So it could also bring back a little bit of that hydration back to that dish. So it kind of can help a little bit.
Yeah, in my kitchen we have one saying, and that's that it's sauce dripping season. So that's what I wanted to save this dish.
So it sounds like you had some fun with that. Did you guys have fun in the kitchen tonight?
Oh yeah, I had a blast. This was a great time.
Awesome. Luis, what was your take on this entire evening so far?
I think it was like a nice experience. Really fast. Everything was fast.
Was it what you expected with the clock? Did it seem like it moved quicker than 30 minutes for each round?
Yes, exactly. But I just tried to be fast, and then like it looked like the time just melted so fast, you know. And then like I tried to put like, like I missed a couple things, but I think it was good enough. So.
Well, I hope that it's good enough. I hope that it gives you that opportunity to continue on in this journey, because if you continue on in this journey, you'll be going into the next round, and if you can continue on that, you might be $5,000 richer by being the ultimate epic chef. What does that mean to you right now?
It means a lot, but for me, it's like to be in one of those events. It's like a great experience. Like I watch this all the time on TV, and then I feel like one of the dreams come true.
Well, that's awesome to hear. We hope that this is a dream come true for you too, my friend. Let's give it up for these guys. Again, these judges are totaling up the scores. They're being scored for creativity, flavor, and presentation. Kevin and his team are taking these back, going to be totaling it up, going to be having some fun over here, and we're going to find out in just a little bit who is that winner for this round. But I got to ask you, Thomas, come on back in. I mean, St. Pete came and just brought it sounds like, tonight.
Yeah, it sounds like there were some terrific meals. I heard after the first round it was pretty close. So I imagine the second round's going to be the one that puts one over the top or not.
And it sounds like we have that opportunity because, round one, close. Round two, both of them had two different directions, two different ways. One could go the other direction, but one's only going to go for that winning way. So what are you thinking right now, and where could we go?
Well, I think we're pretty excited about this. Once again, we had two fabulous restaurants, two fabulous chefs, and we got to see some really terrific skills. I think, as everybody notices, that 30 minutes goes by really fast, and it's an incredible thing for them to create a meal that's as tasty as it is in that quick a time frame. Truly a gift.
And truly, an incredible opportunity for these guys. 30 minutes to create something. I had a few opportunities with MasterChef to do things under the wire, and it's tough. It's hard because you think you're going to go in one direction, but you're kind of coming out of it like it doesn't work. How can I be able to rebound, pivot? This right here was a tough challenge tonight.
It is, and I think that's one of the reasons why this year we wanted to give such a nice gift to the winning chef, because it's a lot for them to do. The second place winner will also get a gift, amongst other things, a cash prize of $1,500. So we really want to recognize their talent and allow them, invest in them. And one other thing I'd like to mention to the group tonight is let's thank all of the folks from the Epicurean, all the servers and the wait staff that wait on us. They have really been... it's yet another way that you really understand how great an organization the Epicurean folks are, is how terrific everybody is from top to bottom. There's no tips, there's no nothing, but they've treated every single guest here as if they're the most important person in the room. And Kevin, to all of you folks, we really appreciate that.
It truly is. Give it up to them again. Whoa. Round one was a tie. Round one was a tie. So everything was riding in round two. Your lamb, that hash, those oysters, that's going to be the deciding factor in round two, because we had such a response there. In round one with a tie, but there can only be one that's going to be moving forward in this incredible epic chef journey. And that team, drum roll please, audience participation. I need you here, people. winning it because of this one dish, this one round, is the Mill. Congratulations, Chef Andrew. What an incredible accomplishment. All it took was one dish to set you apart. How you feeling?
I feel like it always is only ever one dish that sets me apart, so it's just more of the same. I'm looking forward to getting back in here again. I'm definitely gonna go practice some more, you know? I'm gonna try to challenge myself in the next couple of weeks so I can come back in here even more laser focused, you know?
Well, you don't know what you're going to be cooking with, so what are we going to be really practicing then?
Oh, you know, yeah, rice, that's a good one. Thanks. Actually, no, lady, that's not true. Never rice, ever.
Yeah, take that, rice.
Rice.
No, but that's really cool. Congratulations. You're moving on to the next round. Awesome. Luis, my friend, you did a hell of a job tonight. Give it up for Luis over here, everybody.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
What incredible dish that you put together. I mean, what's going through your head right now?
I don't know. I'm in shock. Because I think I got this, so.
You got a lot, and you've got a lot of people that are watching, supporting you. You've got a lot of people in this room that love the energy, love the colors. Those judges could not stop raving about that dish, that presentation. I mean, right there, that's a beautiful thing to have, to accomplish in 30 minutes.
Thank you. I mean, I tried my best, and then, I gave it all.
You did, and you know what? As a token of our appreciation for giving your all and having some fun, there are no losers in any of this. Chef Luis, here's a nice little gift package for you, my friend.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Let's give it up for these two incredible chefs this evening, everybody. Wow, I mean, what a week, what an experience. Did all of you guys out there have fun? Awesome. Did all of you out in TV land have some fun too? Audience part, we just need that sign that says clap here or something. I don't know. We're gonna put one. I don't know. But you know what though? Continue to stay involved. Continue to be involved in your communities. Make sure that when you are out there talking about tonight and all those other nights, Epic Chef TB is that hashtag for you watching. Text plate to 74121. Make sure we all can be behind this. Make sure that we can all fight food insecurity, and let's make sure that we can make an impact in the 10 communities that Feeding Tampa Bay serves. I'm Jeff Philbin. Thanks for joining us tonight. Thank you to everybody. Have a great evening. Drive safe, be safe.
That was awesome. Great job. You guys have fun? Oh, yeah. Cool. Well done. Good job.
That's a tough game.
Yeah, the way you keep that moving, thank you very much for coming and doing this and for dancing. Thank you so much. Thank you for coming all the way up. Appreciate it. It's good to see you again. Thanks for being here. We appreciate you. Yeah, it was really cool. Yeah, I thought it was going to be like, it will be quick. I couldn't even know. Yeah, I was amazing. I was